Hey, 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 this is HQ today. Just on an impromptu thing I was doing today, and I was just thinking, it's a Sunday, and I just got to thinking about, we go back and forth in this political thing, right? We go back and forth. And I don't understand why we go back and forth in this religious thing that we do or this political thing that we do. And I came to a couple conclusions, right? I said, and I thought about blind loyalty. You know, how people have this blind loyalty to this president. And they have this blind loyalty to this person. I mean, so when a person has this blind loyalty, uh, and a person becomes so devoted to this person, the cause, the belief, that they stop questioning it. And the reason what prompted me to this is I was watching this one of those shows, those shows where, or one of those panels where a person um says, "Give me three reasons why you believe in Donald Trump. What lies, three lies that Donald Trump tell?" And the person couldn't come up with the three lies that Donald Trump told. And she said, "That's the bubble that you're in." Or whatever, religious bubble, or whatever. I said, in religion, that means you trust a preacher, a leader, a movement so completely that you accept everything they say is the truth, even if it doesn't line up with your own experiences or your common sense. I mean, it feels comfortable. I'm assuming that it feels comfortable to you guys, right? Like safety, because you don't have to wrestle with the lies or the uncertainty about it. But the danger is that this kind of loyalty replaces thinking with following. And faith turns into obedience to a person instead of understanding for yourself. And this all prompted this one girl who was doing a live this morning, a young girl, and she asked the listener, the person who came up on the panel, she asked them, "Tell me three lies that Donald Trump told." And the person said, "I can come up with one." And she said, "I need two more." And he kept stalling. He kept going over here. "Well, what did Biden do? What X, Y, and do? What did this person do?" And she said, "That's the bubble that you're in. You need to recognize that you're in a bubble." I said, "What's going on?" So I thought, so when people, it has to do with religion too. And when that religion mixes with that blind loyalty, people can start to believe that disagreeing is the same thing as sinning. Gotta be. If a leader tells me something that sounds wrong, then they'll find a way to justify it. I'll find a way to justify it instead of saying, "No, that's not right." Facts become tests of faith. Anyone who doubts it is seen an enemy or an outsider, is seen as an enemy or an outsider. Over time, I guess it may have been hard to separate this person from the spiritual truth and your personal opinion about this person. The more people defended him, the more emotionally invested they got into this person. And that makes it even harder to admit that you've been duped or you've been misled. And there's a lot of people who think they have been misled. So this distortion of reality does not happen on day one. It happens on day 30 or happens on day 15 but it doesn't happen on day one. It grows little by little over time, and people ignore all the red flags and excuse all the behavior because the mission is much bigger, according to them. And before long, we are here rejecting real evidence, rejecting facts, even when it affects their own lives, losing the jobs. People done lost jobs, money, community, family, because admitting the truth about what Donald Trump has done or did do or could do would mean admitting that they were wrong for voting for this person. So blind loyalty, especially when it's tied to religion, can turn faith from something that guides people towards something good and keeps them trapped in denial of what this person really is. It stops being about God and more about protecting the image of something that you believed in and really was a lie. So we have to stop pretending faith makes is anybody's politician's shield. Your religion doesn't cover this man. What's happening is not holy in any way, shape, or form. As I was sitting and listening to this young girl talk to this viewer, he called into her show. She said, "Give me three lies that Donald Trump told." This person could not come up with it. And then he started talking about faith and loyalty. And I said, "Oh my God," I had epiphany. You people who believe in Donald Trump have him mixed up in some kind of religious thing. What is happening is not holy. It's a hustle, a scam. I have watched that man wrap himself around other people's religion, and he ain't even religious at all. Not at all. And he has turned that religion into an armor, and people have let him do that. He speaks their language of salvation and suffering while cashing all the checks written in your blood and trust for this person. That's not leadership, it's exploitation, and it's eating this country from the inside out. I'm not religious like that, right? But I respect people who truly live in their faith. The ones who work, who give, who try to treat people right, others, whatever. Excuse me, those are good people, and they've been played. They were promised this moral revival and got moral bankruptcy instead. This person is far from perfect. They thought they were voting for honesty and protection, but what they got was a slick salesman who knew exactly how to quote their values, their morals, and selling them on the fine print of his degeneracy. Those tariffs were supposed to punish other countries, right? They were supposed to. But they punished us instead. I don't understand how we can even get past what the tariffs have done to this country and how people say it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Trump has convinced people that he is their savior, that he alone and he alone can fix whatever is going on in this country. But let's be real. He's not a salesman. He's not a savior. He's a salesman. and not a very good one at that. He's a man who's been sued thousands of times, who has sued people who ran a fake university, who took money from struggling people chasing a dream. That's not saving people, that's scamming people. And when we look closer, we see the pattern in everything. We see the pattern in everything that he does. He takes promises, then blames other people. He takes credit when things go right, blames other people when they go wrong, and always makes sure he comes out richer, better, smelling better, even if the people cheering on him, cheering for him, come out worse, even worse. That's why I say MAGA has become a trap almost. The young lady brought, it just was really plain. She just took him down the path. Give me three things that Donald Trump lied about. He could not give her two reasons. He gave her one, and she was like, oh, okay, well, that's a little one, but give me the other two. He could not do it. And I said, your loyalty has blinded you to the truth about what Trump is. And maybe it's religion. Because he doesn't love you. He doesn't respect you. He doesn't have good intentions for you. He loves the applause that you give him. He loves the votes that you give him. He loves the donations that you give him. He's never lifted the poor out of shit or shinola. He's only lifted himself out of this. I said, what the fuck is going on? Why do they not see what the hell is going on? We ain't talking about Biden. We ain't talking about Kamala. We not talking about none of that. We talking about the blind loyalty that people have for a shyster who has proven themselves to be a shyster with no loyalty to the poor people at all. That is why I continue to ask people, put in the chat what he has done for somebody between 30,000 and 150,000. Put in the chat what he has done. And yet they are the most loyal base of his support. The ones he don't do jack shit for. I don't understand. Because you got to look at his record. He cut taxes for the billionaire and corporations, but he left the working poor drowning in our bills. Drowning in our bills. He made the tariffs, the groceries, everything is more expensive. Anybody that tells you anything different is lying. And if you're telling yourself anything different, you're lying to yourself. We paying thousands more a year while he brags about winning a trade war that hurt us more than anything that Biden ever done. He told the farmers and the factory workers he'd bring jobs back, but bad automation and bad trade deals kept closing plants, bailing out Argentina. He never fixed the system. He don't have any intention of fixing the system. He just found somebody else to blame. Democrats, immigrants, everybody else but himself. And while he's doing that, he disrespects the very people who built this country. The black and the brown people who helped build this country, erasing the history, minimizing slavery, attacking diverse programs that told the truth about the past. That's not patriotism, that's erasure. Remember when he called those African countries shithole countries? Or when he told 4 congressmen of color to go back to where they came from? Who the fuck says that? What president says that? It's not leadership. That's racism, plain simple. And it's not. It was. It and I thought about it. It wasn't just the words. It wasn't just the words that he said. His Justice Department rolled back civil rights, housing policies, ignored discrimination. Education Department made it harder to discuss systematic racism because white people are uncomfortable talking about race and and what their ancestors did to another race. All because you're uncomfortable. Instead of white people facing it head on, they're uncomfortable. So Donald Trump is going to make it okay. The white person is being discriminated against. He's tried to rewrite American history. Black American history is American history. What part of that doesn't people get? And when you erase that kind of history, you make it seem as though oppression never happened. Please hit the like and the subscribe button. I am just sure, Osmos, you're a zombie. Stop it. If you don't understand it, this is a monologue. This is me remembering why we have these zombies on the planet in the first place. Nothing wrong with it, except you gotta wake up. Talking to that guy last night at 3:00 in the morning saying we're all in it. Okay. I'm not name calling. Why is it, this is what I'm talking about. Why is it when I talk facts, you call it gaslighting? Stop it. I never gaslight people. I always speak facts. You might not like what I'm saying, but I'm speaking facts. He did roll back civil rights protections. He did change housing policies to ignore discrimination. He did close the Department of Education. Stop it. What do you mean gaslighting? He's tried to rewrite American history. Black Americans has American history too. Why are you trying to take that away? Why are you trying to ignore Black history? This is how you erase. This is how his name was Stephen. That's how you erase a people, by pretending that their pain doesn't exist, by acting like their struggle wasn't a struggle. Stop it. Specifically, you Black people that want to deny slavery, or white people who want to deny slavery. Stop it. Not here. I'm not going to allow you to do that. This is how you erase people, by pretending that their pain doesn't exist, by acting like their struggle isn't real, by acting like their struggle is victimization. I hate when I hear people say, "Oh, you're a victim." Fuck you. That's why I tell my brothers and sisters, especially our Black MAGA people, he's not for you, nor is he for white MAGA. nor is he for anybody except themselves. It's the rich against the poor. And everybody is being used as a decoration for his image, not to share his policies, not to do anything to change his mind when it comes to policies. His contempt for the working poor is not hidden. You all seem to think that it's hidden. It's not hidden. He mocks folks on assistance. He mocks people who get food stamps. He mocks people who are handicapped. He laughs at the unemployed, brags about gaming the system. What part of him giving a damn about us don't y'all understand? He once said, only losers pay taxes. Only losers pay taxes. That tells you everything about how he sees regular American people. He has lived his life exploiting the system while pretending to fight it. He's going to be our savior. See, I know what you Catholic people did. I know what you did. I know what you Catholic nationalist people did. What your church did. Your church did this to us. Your church helped do this because what your church said is, as long as he's against abortion, we're going to vote for him. We don't care who he is, as long as he's against abortion. That was the mandate that the church sent out to you all. As long as he's against abortion, he can be a degenerate. He could be fucking little boys and girls on the stairs. We don't care as long as he's against abortion. I know that's what the church told y'all. I get it now. I get it. His companies went bankrupt 6 times, and he left workers unpaid and small contractors ruined. Small contractors were ruined because of him. Yet some of the same people still wear his hat like he's all their hope. He's the baby Jesus. That's the power of blind loyalty. When a person feels unheard for so long, they follow anybody who finally talks up for them, to them, even if that person is lying. Donald Trump. He speaks for me. He says everything I want to say. Charlie Kirk, same way. He speaks for me. He says everything I want him to say. As long as he is against abortion, I'll vote for him. He'll say whatever he wants to say, do whatever he wants to do. I know that's what the churches did to y'all. I know that's what the churches did to y'all. You religious people. As long as he don't believe in abortion, we gonna vote for him. I got you. Now look at where we at. When a person, regular Joe Smo, feels like nobody talks for them, nobody represents them, nobody says what they want to say, they will follow anybody who finally says what they are thinking out loud, even if that person is lying to them. I get it now. That's how Trump hooked people. He didn't hear their pain. He didn't hear your pain. He don't care about your pain. He didn't hear it. He just fed on it. He told the struggling white workers their enemy was the immigrant. Hey, white boy, they victimizing you. I'm a white boy too. They victimizing me. It's reverse racism when we give minorities and DEI and affirmative action, and we do all. They victimizing us. I get it now. He told the struggling black people their enemy was the Democrats Because that's how we got all these people talking about the Democrats is the demon and devil and all of that. We got black people saying this shit. I get it. I get it. He divided both, then claimed to be the answer for everybody. I'm the answer. Only I can do it. I remember him saying that. Only I can do it. Only I can do it. But behind that fucking curtain, his policies served only the rich people and none of us poor people. None of those policies helped us people, us poor people at all. That was the scam. I get it now. That was the scam. Divide the poor people, distract the middle class people, and protect the rich. That's how his system, his scam works. While we argue over red and blue states, he's cashing in on the chaos, tearing down our house like it's his house, not asking us if we agree or want it to happen, just doing it. Going to war without any kind of pushback from any Republican. That's why I say you Republicans stand on nothing, because you don't have any pushback. You should have pushback for your leaders all the time. You should have pushback for your bosses all the time. The people that run this country, you should have pushback. And there should be consequences to stuff. I don't see no consequences. I don't see y'all doing no pushback. All the people that voted for him, we don't see no pushback. I see pushback for people who didn't vote for him, but I don't see no pushback from the people who voted for him. You just let it. Go ahead. Cut my foot off, President Trump. Cut all my food off, President Trump. Yeah, go ahead. We love you, President Trump. Go ahead, do what you want to do. Go ahead, tear down the White House. We don't care. Just tear that motherfucker up. Tear it all up. Tear it all down. Go live in a hotel where we ain't got no White House no more. We don't care. No fucking pushback. No fucking pushback. From the people who voted for him, no fucking pushback. This is why I say zombies. This is why I say zombies. Because you're the ones who voted for him. You should be doing the pushback. Go ahead, Donald Trump. Tear the whole White House down. We don't care. Go ahead. Go ahead. What the fuck was y'all going to do if he tore that whole house down? What the fuck was y'all going to do? You maggots. What was the fuck was you going to do? Was you just going to sit there and let him do it? No pushback whatsoever? None? Don't let him do, don't push back on shit. Just let him do whatever the fuck he wanted. What was you fucking gonna do? If he said, I'm gonna tear the whole White House down and make it into a condominium and put Trump Tower on top of that motherfucker, what was y'all gonna do? Y'all wasn't gonna do jack shit, but sit there and hold his dick. Start pushing back on this goddamn president. He's your president. You voted for him. Start pushing back on him. This is wild. And wait a minute, let's not forget the spiritual manipulation that he been doing, wrapping his politics up in religion, quoting the Bible when it's convenient for him, but living like a sloth, a greed, or a marauder, living like there ain't no tomorrow, saying whatever the fuck he want, not going to church. He don't go to church. He don't give a fuck about religion. He don't give a fuck about religion. No, Stop talking about Obama, Biden, Kamala. Stop talking about that. Talk about where the fuck you all are going to do some pushback at. Where are you going to do some pushback at? See, this is the problem. You can't focus. That's why you zombies stand for nothing. You stand for nothing. We're talking about pushback for Trump. You should be in the comment section having a conversation about, well, yeah, maybe we should do some pushback on that White House thing. Maybe we should do some pushback on X, Y, and Z. Maybe we should. No fucking self-reflection. You stand for nothing. This is why I hate when Republicans get in power, because y'all don't stand for nothing. You minions, you zombies, just let everything go. He didn't do a goddamn thing for you in that big, beautiful bill, and you sitting here defending this shit. Tearing down the White House, going to war, giving money to Argentina over our farmers, putting other people first. No fucking pushback. You useless. You fucking maggots are useless. You useless. 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 You maggots are useless. Just useless. Just useless. I can't wait for November 2026 because y'all useless as hell. Y'all useless as hell. We get y'all in charge of the country. We put you in charge of the country and you still do useless shit that never helps the regular working man. Why don't we start with that? Why don't one of you maggots put something in the chat that Donald Trump has done for you in the past year? Please put something in the chat. I want to know. He done did so much for you. He does so much for you. And not one of y'all can put anything in the chat that says what he's done for you, because you're useless. You're less than useless. That's what it is. We have a party in charge that's useless, that has no reason to do anything to help the country. Never has done anything to help the country. As I said, we got one more year, Democrats. We got one more year, and then we'll take over the House or the Senate. Okay? And make sure every person in that administration that did anything against the American people, arresting the American people, doing the X, Y, and Z to the American people, we make sure that they're arrested and put on trial. So, because the Republicans are useless. They don't handle their job. They don't know how to do their job. That's why we hate when they get in power. I hate when they get in power because they don't do anything except stuff for the rich. Stuff for the rich. That's it. This man used pastors and prayer circles as props. And so he just mocked the meek. He despises the humble, all while propping himself up. He can't go a day without saying, those terrorist libs, those Antifa terrorists, the right, left extremists. That's all you hear. He don't have nothing good to say about nothing. You don't have nothing good to say about nothing. And we've seen this kind of devotion before, not just but in history. When maggots gave up their critical thinking skills and they let one man define the right, it ends in ruin. He's going to go down as one of the worst presidents in our history. Not one of the worst presidents in our history. Black history taught me that blind obedience leads to chains and shackles, and not just the physical ones either. Chains of the mind, chains of fear, chains of false promises. Trump's MAGA movement sells those same chains, painted red, white, and blue, with a hat on it. It's time we call it what it is, though. Exploited. You maggots have been exploited. And by exploiting the internet, the waves, the people, you drug the rest of us down there too. He's exploiting your pain. He's exploiting what you are. White pain. Oh my God, I'm such a victim. Those black people are victimizing me. Oh Lord. Black pain, working class pain, and he turned it into profit and power. That's not leadership. That's manipulation. He manipulates you. It just, I get it. I get it. Most con men, most manipulation people are good. Trump was good, and he grabbed a couple of y'all. He was good. He spread the word all over the land, and then the goofy zombie people went along with it. That's cool. Most of us would have went along with it if we would have been susceptible to that manipulation. Most of us wasn't. Most of us wasn't. His approval rating is 37, Samuel. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. His approval rating is 37. Stop lying. Stop lying. And if you don't know that it's 37, then you're a zombie and you haven't looked up his stats. No, you're a zombie. You're a zombie. You're a zombie. His stats are 37. That's it. His approval rating is 37, the lowest in history. The lowest any president has ever had in history. He has betrayed the American spirit when he told the poor people they were lazy instead of overworked. When he told the sick people they were weak instead of needing care. When he told the racists they were patriots instead of bigots. That's not saving a country. That's poisoning a country. All leaders are supposed to build bridges. All leaders are supposed to build bridges. He builds walls around what he believes and people standing there with him. Every real servant uplifts the least among us. He mocks the least among us. He doesn't care about the poor people. Every true patriot wants all of America to rise. He only wants the people who follow him to rise. And that's the rich people, not the poor people. Fuck the poor people, he say. So if you're MAGA, you're a zombie. Black, white, brown, poor, rich. You need to ask yourself, what have you gained from voting for this president? No, not my feeling. I feel. No. What has this person done? Has your rent went down? Has your grocery bill went down? Has your neighborhood gotten safer? Has your history been honored? Have you just got angry and poor and more divided? Ain't none of y'all gonna be honest with yourself, so ain't nobody gonna be honest with themselves. It should be a wake-up call. I ain't gonna defend this man who wants justice, rewrites history, and preys on the goofy poor. And I'm talking about you, MAGA, goofy poor. You deserve better. America deserves better, but you goofy and you zombies. So therefore, you're going to be you're going to be caught up in the trap. Osmos God is a perfect example of the goofiness caught in the trap. Zombie. Truth is, loyalty should never be blind, y'all. Real love of country means holding power accountable, even when it's somebody you once believed in, especially then. So we need to open our eyes. Stop yelling at each other, talk to each other, build something that belongs with all of us. But as long as he's president, it ain't gonna happen. It is what it is. It's not built just for the rich and the wealthy. This country was built for everybody. This country was not built by one man with a red MAGA hat. It was built by generations of people who believed in freedom and truth. And the problem is, a lot of y'all let a con man take that away from the rest of us. A lot of y'all let a con man take that away from the rest of us. And that's a sad, sad, sad thing. By conservative values, yes. I get it. I get it. I get it. You're in zombie land. You get it. You understand it. If you understand it. Right now, I need any of you MAGA people to put 3 lies that President Trump has told in the chat. I need y'all to put 3 lies that this president has told in the chat. Yeah, fake news polls. His approval rating is 37. He's in the 30s. He's in the 30s. That's where we're at. Sure we are, but yet you're the zombie, Sharon. You're the zombie, Sharon. Yeah, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. I got one more year that we got to deal with this president like this. That's all. One more year. And then maybe we'll have a country left. Maybe we'll have a decent country left. Okay? Maybe we'll have a decent country left. Hopefully, this person. And you know how I know y'all zombie? You know how I know you're zombies? Because you allowed this president to tear down the White House. You allowed him to tear down the White House, and there was no pushback whatsoever. No pushback whatsoever. You just let them push the white. Y'all just let them tear the White House down. Didn't have no pushback whatsoever. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Go ahead, Obama. It's okay. Obama did what for $375 million? Osmos God. Obama did what? What did Obama do? Okay. And you know how I know you're a zombie, Osmos God, is because what you're going to tell me is Obama tore down something and built a basketball court. No, he didn't. He remodeled the tennis court, which was already there, and he used his own money to do it. Osmos God, that's how I know you're a zombie, because you don't do research. He remodeled the tennis court that was already there. It wasn't $375 million. How could that be $375 million? Makes no sense. A remodel. You all did no pushback whatsoever on him remodeling the White House. Tearing it down. And no pushback. Okay? So this is where I say, okay? That's it. And here's the thing. Yes. Research. I get it. I'm talking about, 300. What did he do with that, y'all? What did he do with that 375? What did he do with it? Did he tear down? Did he tear down any buildings? Did he tear down any house? Did he tear anything down? Did he tear down a whole wing? What did he do? Did he upgrade the heating and the plumbing and the water? Did he do that? Did that tear up the house? Did that change the structure of the house? Did that do any of that? Wow. Wow. That's wow. And when he did he did the housing for the 375, I thought you were talking about the basketball court. But since you're not talking about the basketball court and you're talking about upgrades to the house, heating, plumbing, air conditioning that he put in the house, I think that's quite different from tearing up a whole wing of the house. I think that's quite different. Okay? Just goofy. Just goofy. No pushback whatsoever. He tore down a whole wing of the house. The whole wing of the house. And his stats say he's at a 37. So y'all need to go look at that. But it is what it is. There's nothing anybody can do. I told y'all they in a trance. They're in a trance. They're in the zombie bubble. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. You're in the zombie bubble. Stay in the zombie bubble. Stay where you're at. You know, we're just gonna ride it out. Hopefully we can ride it out for, a couple years and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. But make no mistake, we're never going to like your president. We're never going to think he's doing anything good. We're never going to see good out of this president because he's not doing anything for the regular, ordinary, individual people. He's never done anything for you. There's nothing wrong with that except he's knocking down the wing of the house without prior approval. He has no approval to do what he's doing, Black America. He just started to do it. Obama upgraded the plumbing, the heating, the air conditioning, the lighting. Obama upgraded all of that stuff in the White House. That's why it cost $375,000. He upgraded all of those things. And when he built the basketball court in the back, he paid for most of that because he repaved the tennis court and made it a basketball court. It's the people's house, not his. You need prior approval to do what President Trump did. Obama got prior approval to upgrade what he did. Why didn't Trump get prior approval? And nobody pushed back on why he didn't get prior approval. Okay? He didn't get prior approval at all. Okay? No, I don't make no sense. I don't make no sense, Samuel. I don't make no sense. I said talk plain English. You just don't understand what I said. You don't understand what I said. Obama got prior approval to upgrade the White House with the electric, gas, water, and heat. He got prior approval. Donald Trump did not get prior approval to do what he did. He just did it. Yes, you need prior approval to get these things done. No. Don't call me brainwashed. Don't do that. Don't do that. Present your facts. Present the facts. Don't call me names. Present the facts. I can pull up records right now where there's prior approval that Obama got prior approval before he worked on the mansion. Why don't you go find the prior approval that Donald Trump had? Why do you think people are pushing back on him, saying you didn't get prior approval for doing that? Don't attack me. Go get your proof. Don't attack me. Go get your proof. Man, if you want to attack me, when I tell you he didn't have prior approval. I don't know what I'm talking about. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This is the blind loyalty that I'm talking about. No pushback on nothing. Just let them do whatever. No pushback at all. Wow. No pushback. Just no, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one that's lying. None of y'all got any pushback. No pushback whatsoever on this president. Just let him do whatever he wants. What's wrong with him doing that, HQ? What's wrong with him doing that, HQ? What the fuck do you mean? What's wrong with it? Samuelson Sam, don't call me name. Just go get your fucking proof. Don't call me name. You invalidate your argument. Your argument makes no sense. Go get your proof. If you ain't got no proof, just say I ain't got no proof. Yeah, sure. Absolutely, Eric. Absolutely. Yet and still, your president has made a jackass of you MAGAs, and you don't see it. But you drug us down the rabbit hole with you. So now the whole world thinks we're all jackasses. The whole world thinks we're all jackasses. Because y'all drug us down the hole of jackassery. Because you all drug us down this asshole jack. Wow. You all you MAGAs drug us down this fucked up rabbit hole, and you want us to like it. You want us to see Trump as a good person. We don't. We don't. He's never going to be fit for the office that he has, that he holds. Okay? We don't. We're never going to see him as anything other than a scammer that scammed half of America. That's it. He scammed half of y'all. You're zombies. Because you don't have any pushback on anything else. Long as you don't have no pushback, long as you don't see, I would have more respect for you if you had pushback. If you had pushback. If some of y'all had critiques of Trump, I would have more respect. But don't none of y'all have no critiques of this president. Okay? None of y'all have critiques. See, I could go over to Joe Biden. I could go over to Joe Biden and say, hey, Joe Biden, you were hawkish in your foreign policy. You were a wimp when it came to Ukraine. You were a wimp when it came to Palestine. See, I can criticize my president. Y'all can't criticize y'all's. Y'all don't have no pushback. Y'all don't stand for nothing. You don't stand for nothing. Us Democrats can go over to Joe Biden and say, y'all should have told us about him being his brain like soup. Y'all should have told us about his foreign policy where he was going to be a wimp when it came to Palestine. Y'all should have told us about his policy and that didn't go far enough to do X, Y, and Z. Didn't go far enough to straighten out Roe versus Wade. Didn't go far enough to secure Medicaid and Medicare. We can criticize our guy. Why you don't see that your guy is more corrupt? Why you don't see that your guy is corrupt? Why is it that y'all can't even criticize your guy? But we can criticize our guy. But y'all can't criticize y'all. I ain't seen one of y'all put 3 things in the chat. 3 things that Donald Trump lied about. Right now. Right now. Then I believe you. Yes, he did get prior approval, dumbass Sam. I know he got prior approval. You're a jackass. Go get your prior approval. Don't worry about Obama's prior approval. Go get your jackass's prior approval. Okay? You know why I didn't need prior? Oh, Lord have mercy. I can't talk to zombies. You know why I didn't need prior approval for him to knock down half of the White House, the East Wing of the White House? You know why we didn't need prior approval? Because other people paid for it. Yeah. Hey, Putin, Why don't you pay for knocking down the White House? Why don't you pay for that wing getting knocked down, Putin, Russian dictator? Why don't you pay for it? Then I ain't got no pushback for you doing it. I'm just a dumbass zombie. I don't have no pushback for you doing it. Hey, Putin, come on, come on. It's private money. I don't care who knocks it down. It could be anybody knocking it down. We don't care. You dumbass. You jackass. Samuel Sam, you're a jackass. You shut the fuck up. That don't even make fucking sense. You know why I didn't need prior approval? You're a jackass. Shut the fuck up. Just dumb. But it's neither here nor there. I just came on here to do a little rant. Just do a little rant. I'll be back later. I love y'all. 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 I love y'all.